Hey, it's Greyson. Have an update on the Hypnotize Me like Rob Dyrdek aim strategy. Um, I can tell that it's working, but unfortunately, the whole side effects thing with my sinuses keeps getting worse and worse, especially as my sinuses get bad, then the reaction I get from the treatment gets even worse. Um, I actually just finished up my aim strategy. Had to do part of it with my eyes open, so my eyes closed because I kept tearing up and feeling worsening of my sinuses, like the sinus pressure that spreads to my ears and all that. Um, More of a taste of the bad taste of my medication in the back of my throat. All kinds of interesting stuff like that, and obviously I don't quite know who to take all these concerns to. Perhaps to the ENT that's caring for my sinus issues. Or perhaps I should also tell the in-person hypnotherapist, but I'm not even seeing him, and I feel like it seems like sometimes I have to lecture him on what it is that's actually going on with my condition. It's like I mentioned something, he's like, no, I've never heard of that. No, I've never heard of that. So he may not be the best resource, but at this point, especially that I think my sinus issues in general have gotten worse, I think it needs to get to the point of doctors finding out not just that they've gotten worse, but that they're being worsened while I am doing AIM. But on the bright side, the AIM strategy seems to actually be giving me a bit of that. I get sort of the best way I can explain it is I'll go through a scenario and I'll kind of explain it. So, um, today I had a pretty bad day with work. Um, Something that should have been handled a long while ago, and everybody just assumed was handled, wasn't. And it was a very distressing, it would be a very distressing experience because this could result in a major loss of revenue for the company, and perhaps people's jobs could be on the line from this mistake. But what happened was is I was kind of waiting for myself to get extremely panicked. I was waiting for to feel really really bad, but I just didn't. I just didn't feel bad at all. But, and this is the big but, I did have all pretty much all the same thoughts, all the same kinds of things that would go through my mind when something bad happens did go through my mind. The caveat being that I just didn't feel them emotionally, and I didn't really have an effect from it. It was still going on there in the background of my mind, but I didn't really feel an effect from it at all. I felt completely fine, even though all of these terrible potential scenarios were playing out in my mind. And my performance is probably better after that incident than it would have been under ordinary circumstances. So it looks like the AIM strategy is actually working, because I know I would have been freaked out, really, really freaked out about this same thing happening had I not been on AIM. So it's working pretty well. I just have to get through managing some of these side effects, and managing how like the deep breathing and the tightening and all that is interacting with my nose and my throat. Hopefully this is just something short term. Hopefully this is just something that's just like briefly flaring up like my cold that I had a few months ago, and then I'll be able to do everything as normal without any discomfort. But still gonna try to do as much as I can without causing significant discomfort. Um, One other thing that I've noticed is that I'm still kind of lazy and unmotivated when I'm tired. Those symptoms are still sort of there when I'm tired, and especially when I've taken like some Benadryl the night before. Um, I I don't have like the level of tenacity or strength that I want to just yet. But again, we haven't even finished the 30 days of being on this program. I kind of had a bit of an issue a couple days ago with just feeling really really tired. So that still kind of comes, but it seems like it's nowhere near as frequent as it was before starting AIM. So some positives, some negatives. If you want to see more on this, like and subscribe. Um, and I will see you next time. And I'm getting really, really tired right now. I need to go to bed, which normally aim strategy would help with, but didn't quite help. Just naturally falling asleep. All right, I'll see you in the next video.